Video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it would help if I actually added myself to the stream. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning. Good morning, Purple Valkyrie. Good morning, Arwen Avalon. Those two had such a wonderful stream yesterday. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Pink and purple in the afternoon. Such a wonderful stream. Absolutely blew my mind. Good morning, everyone. How is everybody out there doing? Good morning, Windology. She was so great yesterday. Guys, if you haven't checked out the stream, the Women of the Fandom stream from yesterday morning, check that out. Windology was absolutely awesome. It was such a pleasure getting the chance to talk to her. Dig Outlaw, the doctor of disaster and destruction. Good morning, sir. Psychodorf Knight. How are you doing, brother? Chris Spurgeon, the Wrench of Wrenches, is here. Good morning, Chris. Mark, the infinitely tired, the Bash brother from the South, is here in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Bad Steven of the Crisco Corps says, I'm half naked. Guess which half? I don't want to. Keely Chow, Roll Tide. Keely, Roll Tide. Shane Nolan, good morning. Simone Flip, good morning. Lord Thop, had an absolutely wonderful time hanging out with Lord Thop and Clobbering Time last night talking about football, American gridiron, smash mouth football, not that wussy kickball shit you have across the pond. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are at Project Storytime. Hello, Snortabubus Cuber. Hello. Snowdub says skull and tuck and roll. Much love, everyone. Hail, Snowdub. How are you doing? Stephen Glenn, the father of Nicholas Glenn, the famous one. Good morning. Stephen Glenn says, good morning, minions of Valhalla, Purple Valkyrie, all the wrenches and Stone Loki. Have an outstanding day. You as well, sir. Dave G, how are you doing, brother? He tells Keely, roll tide. Keely, roll tide. Keep it going. Andrew Broadbent, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is in the world, wherever you are at. However it was, if in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So, oh, I hope you guys are having a great one. I hope you all are having a great morning day, Bob, my brother from another mother. How are you doing? How are you doing? Humor and Waffles, good morning. So many wonderful people here. Thank you so very much for hopping in this morning because it's going to be a weird topic. I know it's going to be a weird topic. It was a weird topic when I was looking at it last night, but I wanted to talk about it. There's a scene in Brandon Lee's last movie we all know or should know called The Crow. or he said victims. Aren't we all? And I see Hollywood today as one giant pool of victims. At least that's the way they want you to see them. They want you to look at them as victims. They want to be victims because victimhood, honestly, victimhood pays. And Archer Collin says, really, Loki? At least our rugby players don't have to wear body armor, especially given that I have no interest in sports ball, but I had to take the bait. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, of course. And Dave G Sound, bring it on, man. Everyone in Hollywood is to be a victim. They have to be a victim. It's not just Hollywood. I see the victimhood thing going on all over the place. It's much easier to get attention when you play a victim than when you don't, when you stand up and you have to be recognized. One of the things we do here at Valhalla is we stand up. We don't take a knee. We don't take the easy way. And that's exactly what this is. It's the easy way. Adega was pointing it out before we ever went live. Adega had some wonderful things to say before we ever went live in chat. Victimhood is the easy way out. It's the easy way to get attention. It's the easy way to get paid. Not good at something, take the victimhood route. Not getting the attention you want, take the victimhood route. Not getting to keep that job you got because you just can't do it right. Looking at you, Colin Kaepernick. He was a backup quarterback at best, so he became a professional activist and a victim. A victim. You don't have to really be a victim. You just have to give the appearance of being a victim. That's all you have to do. Is give the appearance of being a victim. And he got paid for it. He got paid for it. So how is this not working for actors and actresses? Be a victim, get paid. Be a victim, get attention. Be a victim, get your point across. Be a victim, get noticed. Why? Why has it been for the last 6 or 7 years? Why has a very, very small minority of vocal activists gotten so much attention? Because they're victims. They presented themselves as victims. So they get attention because they're victims. When no one was persecuting them, no one was going after them. Do you remember when we were all saying nobody cared? Nobody cared. Why are we pushing this narrative that this specific sexual orientation is so important? Like it's the prevalent one when no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit if you're trans. No one gives a shit if you're straight. No one gives a shit if you're bi. No one gives a shit if you're gay. No one gives a shit. But if you make people think that you're a victim, then people will listen. Then people will listen. Psychodorf 9. Oh, I'm sorry. Psychodorf 9 with a $5 super chat. Liberty requires responsibility. It's why men fear it. Benjamin Franklin. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just for that, we're going to give you this. Thank you so very much, brother. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
In a Dega Outlaw, victimhood plays on the compassions of the honest, hardworking people. The belief of good people that they should help others is grifted by the professional victim. It's acting out to milk others. I could not have said it better myself. Brightest Day with $4.99 Super Chat. After watching Andre's early review of Dune, I feel happy I'm streaming the book read. Can't wait to go see it in the IMAX. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am going on the 21st to see it. I'm so happy I'm getting the opportunity to see it. Thank you so very much, Brightest Day, for that $4.99 Super Chat. When you have to be a victim to get people's attention. You have to play that victim card. You haven't earned anything. You haven't done anything. You haven't presented yourself in any way but being a victim and making people feel sorry for you. Is that what you want? Is that how you want to get noticed? By being a victim? Is that how you want to get paid? By being a victim? Is that how you want to live your life, being a victim? There is someone out there that used to be attached to this channel. That's a victim. That's all they do is cry victim. Victim, victim, victim. This person did this to me. That person did this to me. This person is a bitch and a whore and a cunt because of this. Victim. We don't do victims. We don't do victimhood here. It's not how we operate. We fight. We fight, we stand up, and we fight. Soul assassin. I ain't no victim. Life beat me down, I get back up. Spock's gay. Spock's gay. And you know what that makes Spock? That makes Spock a victim. Everybody's a victim. Picard, guess what? He's going to be a victim. Traveling through time. He's going to be a victim. Our heroes are being replaced by victims. To be noticed. Attention seeking. Thank you, Colin. To be noticed. Attention seeking. Oh, brother, congratulations. Rambling Canuck, brother. Guys, if you didn't know, Rambling Canuck has been going through kidney failure and has been having to have treatment for his kidneys. That is such good news. That is absolutely such good news. Absolutely. Standing up and saying, fuck no, I'm not going to let this take me down. Rambling Canuck, ladies and gentlemen. And Purple and the Valkyrie. Strange how those who claim to be a victim turn around and show themselves to be a bully. Not a good one at that. Yeah, the one about Spock being gay. If Spock gay, then why did he get married? According to Captain Picard, when he met Spock, he mentioned that he spoke to Spock's wife. Yes. Because he was a victim who was persecuted for the way he was, and he had to hide it and go back in the closet because nobody would accept it. They don't care and they don't know. They don't care and they don't know. The act of gaining strength is recovering and improving from injury. An honest victim will overcome and become stronger. Victimhood is not honest and not strength. It is perpetually destructive. Dig out. Again, I couldn't say it better myself. I could not say it better myself. The great dig outlaw, ladies and gentlemen. Because reasons, yes. Because reasons. Arwen Avalon. Playing the victim can get you perks, but for all the wrong reasons. And it doesn't work out in the end. It doesn't, because you can't perpetually be a victim over and over and over and over and over again. You can try, but it doesn't work. And we've seen what happens to those who play the victim card and say, well, Snowdub, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. He did it. I just got blamed for it. We've seen that, haven't we, Snow? Windology. My mom always told me, you fall down, you get up, brush yourself off, and you keep going. And repeat. Stephen Glenn, unless you are an authentic victim, which can pay. The problem is that if you are not authentic, you will not be happy, content, or satisfied in that role. Even if you are, to stay in that role and to live in that role, Stephen Glenn. That's no way to live. It's no way to live being a victim. Being the victim is absolutely no way to live. There's nothing in it in the end but being a victim. And you've made yourself a victim. Pulling someone else down to your level to feel better doesn't come from a positive place. Absolutely no. No, it does not. Victims always complain about their problems. Winners go home with the prom queen. Thank you, Soul Assassin. Thank you. Zeropium. A true victim is at a loss in life and can choose to seek the help of others. Victims do not publicly showcase feeling sorry for themselves and expect handouts. Real victims learn through life and they fight it because they don't want to be a victim. How fucking low do you go when you want to be a victim and you want to showcase being a victim and you want to publicly use that for fucking brownie points? How low is that going? How low is that going? I ask you that. I ask you that this morning. Don't be a victim. Don't live in victimhood. If something happens to you, if you go out into the world and something happens to you, that is life, and you fight it. You stand up and you say, no, I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm not going to be a pawn. I'm not going to be a trophy. I'm not going to be anything. I'm going to be me. Dave Bob, I think it's the height of its relevance, and that's going to end. The only people that can change that is all of us by saying bullshit. Don't give me that shit. You can't be a victim your whole life. You can't constantly blame others for the position you're in. If you're in a horrible position, get out of it. You have the power to get out of it. You have that power to ask for a hand as well. What you don't have the right to do is sit there and be a victim over and over and over and over and over again and expect everyone else to take care of your problems for you. Yes, absolutely. Project Storytime. One of my theater professors taught me that when you audition, you'll get 1,000 shows saying no before you get one yes. You have to keep at it and not complain. Victimhood has become fashionable and it's gross. Absolutely. They wear it like a fucking prom dress. Arwen Avalon. Keely Chow, for those of you who call yourself a victim of racial injustice and oppression, tell that to the innocent black men who are locked up for crimes they didn't commit. And what's funnier than that, Keely Chow, what's funnier than that is these Hollywood bozos and weirdos that are the saviors. Oh, we're gonna throw a party and we're gonna invite all these people into our home, and we're better because we invited these people into our homes. We're better because we had a party and invited these people into our homes. We're better because we publicly said we want more of this in our movies. We're better people. We're making the world a better place because we want these people in a movie. Don't give me that shit. Some people cry wolf for attention. Others were taught that being independent and strong-willed, but people either choose to grow or let others tell them reasons to stay on the ground. Punk waddle. Skull, brother. Skull. Zeropium. I've got the power. Oh, shit. See what I did there? Dag Outlaw. Celebrating victimhood is self-destructive. Employ, celebrate, and honor those who choose excellence. This applies to all and increases the quality of life for all. Otherwise, nothing is ever gained, and things get worse and worse and worse and worse. How about that Met Gala? That was bizarrely frightening. Weirdos coming out of the woodwork. And why? Why? So they could show you how wrong you are about everything. So they can teach you the lessons you need to be a victim in life. I never imagined that the movie we watched at the beginning of this month, America, Team America, World Police, would get Hollywood so freaking right. And they did. They absolutely did. They nailed it on the head. That is Hollywood. We're going to lead the world. Hollywood's going to lead the world. Hollywood is in charge of the world. We're the ones who are going to make the deals. We're the ones who are going to give the warnings. We're the ones who are going to lay down the law and tell you what is acceptable and what is not acceptable in the world. And that's what they want. That's the job they want. Saga of Nine with $5 super chat. Stop calling them victims. Call them what they are. Grifters. Ain't none of them bleeding. Ain't none hungry. None are changing. That brings up a very good point. Psychodorf 9. These people that are calling themselves victims. These people that say no one's ever going to help me. No one's ever going to like me. No one's ever going to watch my show. No one's ever going to support me. No one's ever going to blah, 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 blah. Are they bleeding? Are they going hungry? Are they homeless? Are they looking at being homeless? Matt Damon! Yes, Harwin Avalon. I ask you that question. I ask you that question. Are any of them homeless, starving, bleeding, dying out in the streets? Dag Outlaw, never ever make Loki cry again. Yeah, I'm so helpless and hopeless. Help me. Help me. Hollywood is nothing but grifters who don't believe in anything they say or support. It's all a show. Victims aren't fighters. Long live the fighters. Fire Knight 013. Thank you so very much, Psychodorf9. Thank you. And absolutely, long live the fighters. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Project Storytime. I'm working on a series of reviews. I've asked for feedback from some people in this community. Nothing wrong with that. It's up to me to edit, write, do the voiceover. It falls on me, no one else. But if you're a victim, then you can claim victimhood and get other people to do it for you. Project Storytime. And if they don't, well, they are horrible people that should burn in the fires of hell. Punkwaddle, I'd rather help support someone trying to learn their craft than someone who thinks they're an expert and stops trying. Someone needs their bottle and blankie. Yes. Someone needs their bottle and their blankie. As someone who's been in that situation, most would not know what to do if they were to lose everything. Well, unfortunately, I do. And you have to climb. And it's the hardest climb you're ever going to take in your life. It's the hardest thing you're ever going to have to do is to climb back from nothing. You have to climb. And Mandy Summers, good morning, Mandy, said, I wanted to be a victim for attention. Then I realized I'm not a giant wuss. I hope. Good morning. Good morning. I hope I did that justice, Mandy. Good morning. It's the climb. It's the climb you have to make out of that situation. It's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. But you do it. You do it. You get yourself out of it. And you live. You have to decide to either lay down and die or get your ass up off the floor and do something. That's right. Hey, y'all, says Mandy. Good morning, Mandy. Like, what? Yeah. Project story time. Who wants to be a victim? I don't want to be a fucking victim. I don't give a shit what it's going to get me. Do you know why? Because you're just a victim after that. It's all you are. Is a victim. I checked myself into a homeless shelter with nothing but my clothes. Rehab myself. Dark Side Doug. You got yourself out of it. You claw your way back up. Yeah, you claw your way back up. Because guess what? Whining and crying doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you anything. At the end of the day, it doesn't get you anything. Rambling Canuck, I was hit so hard with child support. I lived in my friend's backyard in a tent for 6 months and never missed a day of work. You dig your own grave, Zeropium. Keep it up and you become a victim of portraying yourself as a victim. This isn't how you live. You stand up and you stand strong and you say, I'm not going to live on my fucking knees. I'm not going to live on my knees begging someone to help me. I'm going to help myself. I'm going to support myself. I'm going to get there myself. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to fight. Because that's what you do. You don't live on your knees. Doesn't matter what the government wants. Doesn't matter what people around you want. Doesn't matter what other people say. You don't live on your knees begging. You fight. You fight tooth and nail. You fight tooth and nail for what you get. You work hard. Dag Outlaw, AA wouldn't exist if it weren't for pioneers who fell but overcame. They are stronger, better, and teachers for humanity. Thus is life, to grow and overcome, to climb the next height, to conquer, not to kneel. Not to kneel. We stand up and we fight. Playing a victim is easy. Playing a victim is the easy way. But there's nothing fulfilling about the easy way. There's nothing strong in the easy way. There's nothing that lasts because you can't be a victim forever. You might get a little sympathy. You might get some quarters thrown your way. But at the end of the day, that's not what sustains you. Standing up, standing strong, fighting. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Soul Assassin, Rocky Balboa. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Everybody needs a montage. Yes, absolutely. Punk Waddle. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. Project Storytime. A car hit my house doing almost 20 grand in damages, $20,000. And I only missed half a day of work. Not fun, but nobody got hurt and things can be replaced. Anyone else feel the NFL painting end racism in every damn end zone is some fierce pandering? The goddamn NFL of all places. Talk about weak. Talk about taking a knee. Let's talk about taking a knee. Let's talk about taking a knee and teaching a generation to kneel instead of standing tall. Think about this. Think about this, Zero. Black men used to stand tall and raise their fist up in the air. Power. We're going to stand tall. We're going to be tall. Now you're taking a knee. You're getting on your knee and taking a knee. There's a difference between taking a knee and standing tall and saying, no, I'm not going to be a victim. You stand tall. You fight the good fight. Victims non-anonymous. Yes. Yes, Dave G. Sound. It's not just that you're a victim. It's that you're a public victim. You're a public victim walking through the public square screaming, I'm a victim. Do you know what real victims don't want? To walk through public square being seen as weak. That's what real victims don't want. I know a couple of them. I know people that have been through some serious shit. And the one thing they don't want is to walk through public square with a sign saying, I am a victim. That's the last thing they want. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to be a victim for anyone. I'm not going to lay down and be a victim. I'm not going to take a knee and be a victim, and you shouldn't either. And there's a time coming soon when these people will be shown for what they are. Because telling your truth, not the truth, won't last forever. It's not going to last forever. It's not going to remain prevalent. It's not going to be important. It's going to end. And the people that have spent the last 5 years on their knees aren't going to have anywhere to go, because they're still going to be on their knees. And they're still going to be crying and poo-poo victims. Oh no, boo, oh, 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 poor me, woe is me. And no one gives a shit anymore. No one gives a shit anymore. That's where we're headed. My give a fuck's broken to these whiny fucking people that are victims, that have to play this victim card. Bad shit happens to people. There's no denying that. There is absolutely no denying bad shit happens, especially to good people. It does. But you have a choice in your life to stand up and say, I'm going to fight this and I'm going to do everything in my power to get past this. Or I'm going to live on my knees for the rest of my life. 9 times out of 10, the people that are on their knees aren't the people that are victims at all. They just want you to see them as victims. They want you to see them as victims. I know today has been different. I know this is not the normal Mornings of Mischief. But there are times where I've got to talk about some things and I've got to get it out. I've got to get it out because I see this. I see this every day. I see it all around us. I see it. And I can't believe it. I can't believe there are people living their lives off of victimhood. When there's a business in victimhood, what does that make us as human beings when there's a business? Millions of dollars to be made in being a victim. Mandy Summers was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is or not. I don't know if she's still out there listening. Mandy has worked her ass off for what she has. She's worked her ass off making the books she's been making. She's making very good money. She's not a victim. She's not going to be a victim. She's kicking ass, taking names, and stealing kids' lollipops because she's not a victim. Dag Outlaw is not a victim. Dag Outlaw has written some of the greatest science fiction I've ever read. He's not a victim. Dega is one of the most stand-up people I've ever met in my life. Not a victim. And it's not just Hollywood, Daryl. It's not just Hollywood. It's a trend. It is a trend. At least there is that aspect of it, yes, Adega. There are still compassionate people out there. How long will they remain compassionate when they realize that they have been taken advantage of? You work hard. You work hard for what you have. Or you live your life on your knees begging. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get why you would want to be in that position. I know someone in this community that had to ask for help once. And they hated even the idea of having to ask for help. They hated the idea of having to ask for help. I had to convince them to do it. I said, this is what this is for. This is what this is for. This is why you do this, is when you're in a position like this. And they listened. They listened and they did what I asked them to do. And they got out of the position they were in. Knowing when to ask for help when you are down, when you ask for a hand up, it's not being a victim. That's knowing that I'm in an impossible situation, that I'm going to end up on the street. I'm going to end up on the street and I'm going to end up with nothing. When you're looking at that, when you're facing that down, it's a different aspect than I'm a victim, give me money. I'm a victim, give me attention. I'm a victim, subscribe to my channel. What do you think is important? What do you think is important? Asking someone for help when you have no way out of the hole you're in? Or asking someone for attention because you feel like you don't have enough? Victimhood is an attitude. Being down in life and not stopping, being too stubborn to quit, even asking for help, being subject to factors outside of your control doesn't own you. Loki, how many of these ice holes in Hollywood are hollow? A lot. A lot. Psychodorf 9. Playing a victim has become a popular thing to do. And good morning, Stephanie. Playing the victim has become a popular thing to do. I don't get enough attention. I don't get enough subs. I don't get enough super chats. I don't get this. I don't get that. It's not just Hollywood, because I hear it all the time. I don't get enough of this in my life. That is not being a victim. That you can change. There's a lot of things you can change in your life. You work hard. You fight the good fight. Most of these people haven't seen rock bottom. And Shane Nolan, rock bottom is a bitch, but getting back up and out of the hole is priceless feeling, not playing the victim. knowing when to ask for help. Knowing when to ask for help. They want unearned prestige and unearned popularity. Woe is me. As do I, a Dega outlaw. Look at the legendary Tron. I loved getting to hang out with him. He invited me to a hangout stream with his members once, and I loved getting the chance to hang out with him and go on his stream and just chill. It was an absolute pleasure. He fights for the users, and he fights the good fight. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Legendary Tron, check him out. Mods, if you have a link, please throw a link in chat for Tron. I would really appreciate it. We've all been there. We've all had our trials, but those who pull themselves out never call themselves victims because they are survivors. Punkwater, I wasn't at rock bottom, but I had to ask for help, and it took me some time to get back on my feet. If it wasn't for friends and family, it would have been much harder. That, my friend, that is some of the hardest things to do, is ask for help. Ask for help getting out of the hole you're in. It's one of the hardest things to do. And you don't ask it to get views. You don't ask it to get subs. You ask it for help. You're asking for help, not brownie points. This is why we fight. This is why we do what we do. It's also why we help. I love getting to work with charities. I love getting to work with Mary's charity. I love getting to help. Those kids need help. I love getting to help. I love getting to do what we do. I love when someone comes on and we here in Valhalla are able to help them. But there is a difference between someone asking for genuine help and someone playing a victim card. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, Snorted Poopus Cuber. Pulling yourself up is the only way to truly heal and feel great about yourself. I want to talk to you guys about something before I end this stream. I want to share a story with you. It's a true story. When I got to go to Vegas and I got to meet Gary and I got to meet Jeremy, I got a chance to talk to Jeremy for a minute. And I told him, I said, listen, if it wasn't for you and Gary and Jeff and Ethan, I'd have never got up off the couch I was on. I was physically broken. I was mentally broken. The only thing that got my attention was listening to those guys every day. And then it changed. It wasn't listening to them. It was listening to all of you. They got me up off that couch. And they got me doing something that I'd always wanted to do. But it's all of you that has kept me doing it. Psychodorf 9, the $5 soup shot. Owen will ask you, what did you dare? Not what did you win? Each and every one of you have kept me on this show every morning, Monday through Friday. I think I've missed 4 shows in 2 years. It's amazing to me to have you all here every morning, to have you in this chat. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you, all of you. This would not be the place it is without you. Stephanie from the Smuggler's Cantina, we have a lot of people in our own midst that play the victim, and they're not the victim. I could name names. If you're out there doing something on Twitter and you cause a problem, you aren't a victim. I think Stephanie knows where I'm coming from here. Thank you, Canuck. Thank you, brother. Arwen Avalon, Loki, they've done that for you and you've done that for others. It's a circle that should never be broken. Thank you, Arwen. You guys keep me coming back here every single morning, doing the show every single morning, Monday through Friday. Project Storytime, Loki is the reason I said yes when Eris asked me to be your co-host and started my channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Larry, this is my morning appointment. You've also been an inspiration to so many, but thank you, Windology. Thank you guys so very much. Pay it forward isn't just a slick motto. No, it's not. No, it's not. Daryl the Derelict, thank you, brother. I'm not trying to get all mushy this morning. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. This is my coffee. Today it's strong. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. Thank you. The $5 super chat. Guys, you all keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright. You burn it down every single morning with me. Thank you. Skull. I will be back later tonight with a Dega Outlaw for 7 Kinds of Mischief. I hope I can see you all there. Thank you so very much for being here this morning. You guys make Valhalla what it is every single morning. Go forth and be awesome. Go 13's Anime 101. Go forth and be awesome. Skull. Everyone have a great day and be excellent to each other. Goodbye, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.